Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Monsieur. I want to welcome you to this beautiful day. I hope you continue to be well, to cultivate your well-being. For every day, we're getting a bit closer to the source, a bit closer. We don't see really what's going on within us, but the spirit already sees what's been going on within, and so we have to uh, to realize that for spirit they already see so many things that we haven't fully integrated. So believe what's going on inside and what spirit is revealing, regardless of if it's not manifested. We have to tune into the frequency of that new energy before it is manifested, without having doubts of the fact between the inner and the outer. So it is a process that we're going through. Our body is like a musical instrument. It is a vehicle, a biological vehicle. It's something like that, where we can that carries our consciousness, and it is governed by, there is like 7 nodes, which are 7 chakras. Each chakra needs to be aligned into fusing into this oneness. For the heart chakra is the center and needs to be pure. Every chakra needs to be purified. Call on the spirit, the angels. They can come in with a tuning fork to align your chakra, to slow it down, because sometimes they're agitated. But we're becoming more and more aware. But the spirit already see where we're going with what through from our intention. Because Aristotle used to say that we cannot judge somebody from intention. We can only judge somebody by his words and actions. But judgment. Understand somebody, but from the universe standpoint, God sees really deeply what is the intention, and that's really what builds the most. And so although in society we since Aristotle we've evolved, we've grown, and there is a consideration of the intention. For instance, in criminal court, a murder with premeditation will be considered more severe than without premeditation, which makes sense. Or there's many cases for intention can be taken into consideration. For somebody who's doing something wrong without the intention of hurting anybody else, it may create karma, but not as much when there is an intention to hurt somebody. For karma is not a punishment. It's never been, never will be. It is just an opportunity to balance out energy, although it is felt as a punishment very often. For when there is no karma, is only love. And so, but we need to balance out our energy, and to know that nobody gets away with anything in the universe. It's all an illusion to believe that somebody can do something really harmful and get away with it because they die, or because no, the souls will, they're compelled to follow the perfection of the plan of the creator, and therefore they need to address all their creations sooner or later. But God will not present us with anything we cannot handle, in truth. So continue to also follow the common sense. For the reason we live in a world, there's not that much common sense. To me, I see that our leaders are completely insane. They're completely even incapable of talking themselves out of creating war. Well, I know it's a big business war, but it's not the will of the people no longer. Or it may be the will of the government to go into wars, but it's actually not a good idea. People want peace, and so let's make this war, the wars that are going on now, the last one. Continue to cultivate the peace within, and to send love and light to all situations, to appease the violet fire. I'm going to pull 10 cards with the Angel Tarot to see what some of the cards are being repeated here. For the outcome will be patience, and just allowing things to happen. This is the final card, the patience. For the situation is friendship, to continue to build on the bonds of friendship. Friendship is very important, but it really creates the quality of life. So we're going to be asked to expand our social circles as well. Around the situation there is hope. What we see in our conscious mind that will unfold is this brand new beginning, is a renewal. What we have in our distant past is well-being, and now that's led us to the healing. The healing has been addressing the wounds in order to heal them. It doesn't mean that everybody has some wounds but it's find the completion, and without a judgment. What's coming in the near future is continuation of this purification process. Our strength within the situation is holding this powerful key. The key is called work. It is we're going to be able to get to the next step of the mission, to get into I'm eager to get to work, actually. What comes to us from the outside world is the reward, the karma, the cause and the effect. For once we cultivated goodness, for negative energy, are faster, they move faster than positive energy. So it takes a little bit longer to harvest the good deeds than the karma usually. Same thing on the internet. Fake news travel a lot faster than the real news. But be very careful, because there's so much parties that are using power and money through the internet to control the narrative. So that by controlling the narrative, they can condition to have the support of the public, and they can continue, because it's all about free will. If you can convince enough people that whatever is good for them, they from a spiritual point of view, there is a choice to follow something or something else. But don't recommend to participate unless you are called to for any action to deconstruct this dark matrix, and everything is going to break down. Just stay well connected to the focus on what is really wanted to be this future galactic human, to live in a galactic world, in a paradise, in heaven. Continue to follow that no matter what's been going on, because that's really what's going to be happening for those who are. But then there's going to be those who are too attached to the physical world will have to face great challenges. So we have to ask for God to traverse that with grace and ease. What we have in our hopes and fear, in our emotion, is equilibrium. We maintain the balance, and the outcome will be patience. So it's about being, for once we are patient, we're no longer in a hurry, and therefore there is no more need for patience. We are in a state of beingness, and then receptivity, and then things happen a lot faster when we do. But there is a power also that needs to be, we need to reintegrate. This power is the power to forget. For we plagued by memories sometimes, but we need to understand, to integrate those memories and find healing. Yet there is this power of the goldfish. It's like in 3 seconds he has forgotten everything, and he can start fresh, a new life. So do not forget this power to forget. It doesn't mean trying to hide things from yourself or anything like that. You integrate it, but there's the ability to create a blank canvas and to recreate something each and every day. We'll pull a few cards with this. The highest wisdom is just breathing. Deeply, it's very, very to learn to find this peace and relaxation through the breathing. What we need to understand is milk and honey, those good things to test, to enjoy, to be prepared to enjoy the best things out of life. What we need to do is the yang, to become one with the will of God. This power, this unlimited power, is the power of heaven. It's also the power of action, and the outcome is going to be the tribe. It's going to be the reconnection, those meetings, those new friends, new partners, new all kinds of. It's a rearrangement of the society, but now the soul groups are coming together rather than being separated. Now we have enough light so that we can come together and share the light. But before that, we need to some time for ourselves to integrate this light. For I'm following. I'd say there's going to be many trials, crimes against humanity, all kinds of huge things that are coming. For now, there's little trials that are coming. It's kind of interesting to follow. But do not get emotionally involved in all that. I'm going to follow the Durham probe, the district. John Durham was like looking at all of this Russia Gate, and then we have there's going to be the Hunter Biden. There's going to also be a new trial there, and it's like all kinds of things. Right? There is the Depp Amber trial, but this is like a domestic abuse case that's turned into entertainment. It's like very bizarre. Although there's some things interesting in this trial. For it's like I'm not going to comment too much, but it's like we'll let them. But we can ask because justice. I was trying to personally. Justice is like since the trial of Socrates. I've always been very careful in relying on the wisdom of human justice. But now we can ask that Themis be restored, the goddess of justice. That the goddess of justice. There's many goddesses that are holding the balance and things. Be presence in the situation for when there is the presence of spirit. There is a fairness in there's less manipulation, let's say. So I'm going to pull a few cards. I think I didn't pull cards with this Osho deck. The highest wisdom is silence. Breathe and rest within silence. Allow the revelation to come in. What we need to do is to stay focused, to not lose our our focal point. What we need to do is the ripeness is the thing to understand. The work has been done. Now it's a new going to move into the state of receptivity, and the outcome is going to be we are the world. This big awakening around the world, and we're going to be part of that awakening. We came here to be part of the human community, of this global community of the enlightenment. And although we knew it was going to be difficult, we came to for that. For astrology, for those who follow or believe in astrology, it's a wonderful way to understand yourself too, because it's all written in the stars. Everything is written in the stars. Why do I say that? Is because when we're born, we say that God takes measure of the way we are born. And that is because when our soul comes into this world, when we're born, we are being imprinted with celestial energy that correspond to the astrological planet. So if you want to understand the meaning of not of your eternal self, but of this incarnation, it is expressed through astrology. And the moon is very important because it is how we integrate the knowledge and the emotion and the initiation. So for me, moon in Scorpio is not the easiest since it's conjunct Neptune. This means the dream is like tendency to see things as it's like to see things bigger than they are in truth. So, but I'm getting used to it, and so. Want you to follow these UFO gates as well, because they say, well, in truth, it's such a huge cover-up. Every head of states have been contacted by extraterrestrial, both positive, negative. Some of them have special agreement with positive or negative extraterrestrial, although the negative extraterrestrials are really, they're really hard to find now, but so they're a little bit left into the programs, which is not... it's not going to be going on for a very long time. So, but the cover up about UFO is so monumental, and they know so much. And so now it's like when Congressman was saying, "Did you ever try to communicate with them?" Said, no, absolutely no. We never tried to communicate with those ships. It's like, why not? It's like people want to know, and it's like it's coming into all the mainstream media, and it's really fun to see. But there's going to be many unfoldment in any event. Well, thank you very much for coming to listen to this message, for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. If you're on the private session, you can send me an email. And I thank you for your kind donations. And so I'm going to finish with a song. So just say be careful of all the narrative that's being pushed on the internet or on the medias, because those are conditioned, they're financed to make you believe something, and after that, once enough people believe it, it creates an egregore. So just it's pretty obvious. Everybody's going to discover his own truth, his own way towards it, to be in the acceptation of who we are, why we are here, and to allow more of that source to come in, to enlighten our mind, to fill our heart with love, and to anchor our will in relationship to this sacred mission we've been involved in. So, but it's basically a return to common sense, and do no harm, common sense, to eliminate all the brutality, the violence, all of that, the cruelty, all of that is no longer necessary. First, we have to eliminate it from within our thoughts, because we're bombarded with negative thoughts that are trying to fuel those energies. But so it's an exercise, a dance, so to speak, that we'd have to discipline our mind, and then to continue to purify the heart, have good intentions, and to trust. And so I'm going to finish with a song. I pulled it up a bit random, but it's about somebody who fell in love, and so that happens sometimes, and you burn your wings. It's like, oh, it's like so, but it's still, no matter. And then we say we fell in love, we're hurt by this relationship, and say we'll never fall in love again, and then it happens again, and we'll fall again. So it's part of the process. This vulnerability. This is called the Ring of Fire. Love is a burning thing, and it makes a firing ring. Bound by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flame went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a child, oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flame went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire. For in truth, well, it's like the feeling he had in relation to this song. But the sacred fire, if you call on, you invoke the sacred fire, they do not burn. They only burn the negativity. They only burn the excess. And so you can consume, you allow yourself to be consumed by this light, consumed by the love of the light of love. Huh? This is really what we seek, to be consumed within the light of love and to be reborn into this spiritual essence. And this is really what is going on. Sooner or later, the whole process, there are many waves of ascension. We're all being prepared for that. We have to continue this purification and continue to cultivate the love and joy and happiness and lightness in relationship to the situations of our life, to deal with it, to navigate those times, and to already be in the formation, in the construction, in the knowledge that that life will get better and better. I thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Adonai.